Okay, so this is a common problem with my solar setup, that I come down in the morning. Yesterday and the day before were 2 cloudy days, so what happens, the batteries seem to have some sort of memory, whereas if they don't get fully charged, they tend to not perform as well on the following day. And I think that's what's happening, but I'm not sure. I could be talking out my butthole. But so remember, those four on the back are connected to this orange guy. Yeah, he's just as bad as the other orange guy. So that's what it's showing. BP. The BP code is battery disconnected. Got 23 volts over 4 batteries, so it's dead. 111 volts coming from the solar right now, but it's not going into the batteries because this thing, Mr. Orange, doesn't want to work properly. So we put the tester. I got this little Fluke. This is a real Fluke tester. I don't know if you can see that. Fluke Corporation. You can buy these on AliExpress very cheaply, but they're genuine Flukes. They're just made for the Chinese market. So if I put, sorry about the camera, shaky camera. If I put my wires on this, I think it's this one that goes dead today. Sometimes it's that one. Sometimes it's this one. It's hardly ever that one. That's what the neutral comes off. So I figure if I swap them around, it doesn't matter anyway, because I've often swapped them around for this one. Swapping batteries all the time, thinking that I might have a dead one. Okay, what's that reading say? Can't see it. Yeah, that's not reading at all, so that's a dead battery. So what I have to do on a day like today is I usually switch over the systems, but this one is now showing E3, which is a worry because it's showing E3 and it's got a warning sign next to the solar, and it still isn't showing that it's charged. But I can scroll through this one and get the PV reading. 5 amp hours on the PV reading. So it's not disconnected. It just says it is. And it says there's bat sock is 24%, but it's also saying E3 is the code for battery flat. So what I can do, and this is most common in the winter, is start my generator. So this little guy gets turned on. That's a breather cap. This one goes to choke. And that one just gets a pull stop. This is an Engel generator. It's basically a Honda clone. Now that runs into there, and then I've got the battery charging connectors. Get my thing out the way, these ones, and I'm going to put it on this dead one to trick the BMS system, which is inside there, into thinking that it's fully charged. So that's still there, 23 volts. BP is battery disconnected. It's so low that it doesn't think it's connected to anything. So here you go. Oop. Get them around the right way. Whenever I'm showing anyone how to do this, I'm always put them on wrong. Okay, now I must have picked the wrong battery. Something's gone wrong. That I must have picked the wrong battery. So I'm going to move it over to that one. See if it's that one. You usually get a spark if you hit a dead one. I'm going to try this one now. If you hit a dead one, you get a spark. No, nothing. This is a worry. 1.54. Wonder what I'm doing wrong. Wonder what I'm doing wrong. This was working a minute ago. Let's try again with that one. I do think it's that one. I just measured it, didn't I? It's not going up. You need to get this figure back up to at least 48, 47. And when you find your dead battery, oh, I know what happens. Sometimes there's more than one battery that's dead, and it's often this one and that one. So I've now got that. Still 28. That's not the one. Right, let's see if it's this one. Yep, it's that one. See the spark? And now we're back at 48. That BP will disappear in a minute, and then you'll see the grid. The grid will light up. I accidentally turned the flash on the camera. It's causing a glare. Okay, see the grid is now on. And the second line on the grid means it is now charging the batteries as well as running the house. Running the house. Charging the batteries. Okay, so I'm going to... This is turned off at the moment, so why it's telling me it's running the house, I don't know, but the actual thing is turned off. So now you can hear the generator automatically revving up because this is calling for more juice. So it's calling for more juice. The generator responds and starts powering up more juice. And sometimes this generator will trip itself out because it's calling for too much juice and it can't handle it, and it often does it. It often trips out, so you have to watch that green light on the generator. It doesn't turn the engine off, it just turns it down to a low rev, and it means nothing's going through. It trips out, but the generator's still running. So here's the flashy light. The red light, did you just see it? Red light will flash, and then this will cycle intermediately to bring in a bit more juice. See that second line keeps appearing on the grid system. The grid just means the generator. Okay, so here we go. You can see this line disappear in a second when it shuts off. Just watch this. See the red lights on and the green? So the generator today is handling the extra oomph. And see that second line is gone now. It means it's not calling for it, and you'll hear it rev up in a sec. There it goes. I'm up to 49, 48 volts. This is a late spring day. We're just the 2nd of December today, so we should be well into summer, and it's a bright sunny day today. And I've had to put the generator on because we've gone through 2 very cloudy days. And this will be fine now. I can happily turn all this off, this generator off. But I'm just going to run it because all of the batteries were very flat. I had power all night and they only went off this morning. So you're getting a lot of power out of them, but like I said, this one and this one are the 12 volt parallel system. And if you want to jump start one of your batteries, you can use the cables to jump start one of your batteries or trick the BMS. And that's what I'm doing now. And you can leave it on there. You can put a parallel junction to another battery, so that is now hooked to that. That's a 200 amp hour. That's 100 amp hour. And I can take this off, and that BMS will be working again as it should inside the battery. And if I was to leave that on, forget about it. All that happens is the generator charges this 200 battery. So it does still work. We never thought it would, but it does. Anyway, you only connect when you're free of both of them. I can't take this one and put it over there because that mucks it up. So there you go. Not easy, very complicated, but at least I don't get electric bill. And in the next few weeks I'm hoping to tidy all this up. I may move all these batteries upstairs or into the shed or whatever. This is noisy at night. It has a fan that's as noisy as an ordinary server. If you know anything about servers, you know that they're noisy as hell because they have to have a powerful fan in them. And this has got such a powerful fan, it's quite noisy when it's running. This one makes no sound at all, but this one inverter, which is a 3000 watt inverter, this is a 6000 watt inverter. So this one on the separate system, it will bring a fan in if you plug something heavy into it, like a toaster or a kettle. So don't use those a lot. Alrighty, don't forget to subscribe, please. It's really good fun if you do. Cheers!